is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and I am back today with another video for you all. I hope you guys have been doing good. I hope you guys have been staying safe during these times. In today's video, you guys, as part of my Villains Campaign Unlock tutorial, I'm going to go through and attempt the Villain 7-9, which is the same node for unlocking Rescue. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, you guys. For this playthrough, it does only allow you to utilize villain roster characters. So as you can see here, I've filtered all my characters here for villain, and I'm essentially just gonna pick out 5 characters that I think will have good synergy. So let's start off, you guys. Hela is absolutely a must. I have her at tier 12 right now, just because I am building her for Dark Dimension 2. As you can see here, I do have her at T4, maxed her passive, the Goddess of Death, and I do have her at level 65 and at 49k. Next, you guys, I'm gonna slowly try and build an army if I'm able to. So I'm gonna bring on board Mr. Sinister, who I also have at tier 12. No T4s yet, but again, I am gonna utilize him for Dark Dimension 2 as well. So that's why I built him up, and I have him at about 40k. Next, I want to ensure I'm going to get the 3 stars. So just for that buffer, you guys, I'm going to bring on board Minn-erva. I have her also at tier 12, 39k. No T4s, you know, they don't generally recommend T4s for Minn-erva just because her abilities alone is good enough. And to be honest, the upgrades don't give you that much benefit. I'm also building her towards Dark Dimension 2 as well. And looking at the rest of my roster here, you guys, I'm going to bring on board Loki. I have him at tier 11, 41k in power, no T4s, and he's just going to provide us some illusions and evasive minions to be able to cushion that damage around. And last but not least, you guys, I'm not sure what we're up against yet, so I'm going to bring on board Scientist Supreme. 2 reasons. One, you know, I love her abilities to be able to bring the offense and defense down for the opposing enemies. As well, she does have a revive that can spawn on potential chance, so we're going to bring her on board just to ensure we get that 3 stars in lockdowns. I haven't attempted this yet, but I want to see how this goes. So those will be the 5 characters, you guys, so let's dive right in. I'm just going to hit the campaigns here. Villains United, and as you guys can see, I haven't done it yet, so let's dive right in. We'll start the fight here. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see how their positioning looks, because I always like to separate my tanks from my squishier heroes, as well as who's getting attacked. You know, they're all relatively, there's no tanks here, so really I just want to put guys together that kind of work together in case they get attacked. I do want Hela to stay alive longer, and same with Mr. Sinister, so I'm going to put them on the left. I think Scientist Supreme is fine in the middle, so you know, honestly, this placement does seem okay. So let's dive right in, you guys. So let's see what we get here. Haven't actually tried this yet, so we're just gonna play this by ear, you guys. So let's see if we can do it with this roster team. I've read on Reddit and other postings that, you know, other teams have accomplished this as low as I believe 220, 230k. So oh wow, so right at the beginning, you guys, you can see that they just burst down a significant amount of damage. So it looks like we're up against, yeah, Punisher, a Trooper, there's an Assault, and Quake as well. So I'm gonna, this Punisher seems like he does the most damage, so I'm gonna put a defense down on him utilizing Loki's special here. But right away, you guys, I'm gonna pop Minn-erva's ultimate here just to give everyone regen, and that way spread the bleed as well. Hela is reviving her. Sorry, she's healing with thanks to those regens. So I am gonna use her ultimate here just to cast that on everyone. So I'm just gonna do that, just to cast that additional bleed. Oh wow! So but it looks like right away the next wave actually spawns after the first death. So that is not good. So right away, you guys, I'm gonna actually activate Scientist Supreme's ultimate here. But I got a bad feeling about this. This seems like someone's probably gonna die here. So you know what? I'm gonna utilize, I think, Yo-Yo here. So I'm gonna actually clone Yo-Yo using Mr. Sinister, and then that way I can at least bonus attack and kill Captain America here, just because he's weak. But yeah, it's gonna be tight. Just taking a look at this because they do a lot of damage too. Oh yeah, and as you can see, I just lost him, so I'm going to utilize Minn-erva's special here just to bring back Scientist Supreme. It's probably going to take some RNG here, you guys, so let's see how we do here. Yeah, we're gonna try and take out as many guys as we can. This also grants us energy, which is why I like Yo-Yo. So we're gonna use this, you guys, because of copying Yo-Yo, casting all that damage there, gives us some energy back. But perfect. And this is a very timely ultimate from Loki, so this is why we want him. He brings in those clones, and we're gonna use the clones to take out some of the weaker targets here that we see, you guys. So right away, I'm gonna take out Quake here. She's out of the battle. Okay, and I'm also gonna take out this trooper. And it looks like every time, you guys, every time we take out someone, they seem to spawn. So you know what? I'm gonna activate Mr. Sinister. He's great because he can bring on a clone, but he can also heal. So it's definitely gonna take a little bit of RNG here, you guys. We just have to be very cautious. But it looks like these are the last 7. So as long as we can take out the high damage targets, we can probably do this utilizing some RNG. Scientist Supreme has a special or passive to revive, and then we also have Minn-erva, so we can just slowly build up energy and stall this as long as possible while taking down the high damage targets, high DPS. So in this case, Trooper, you know, I don't like him just because he attacks every time that any of the shield guys strike. So let's go ahead and do that, you guys. Let's take him out, and then I'm probably gonna aim for Coulson next too. So we'll take him out. Yeah, and keep in mind, you guys, these are the 5 characters I recommended, but yeah, it's gonna be hard, honestly, just because I brought in a pretty good mix of characters for cushioning damage and whatnot. So once again, I'm gonna activate Scientist Supreme's ultimate just to cast those negative conditions. And ideally, what I want is Hela to be able to spread all that across the board, but we'll see how this goes. I'm just allocating my damage across here, you guys. But we seem like we're definitely out of the blue now that we've taken out those high damage targets like Punisher earlier. Okay, now this is why I love Scientist Supreme. You know, she flips all those negatives into positives for our team, so we just get buffed like crazy. Absolutely love it. Okay, so this is looking pretty good, you guys, right now for our first snap. Not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna, now that I've taken out the Trooper, you guys, you know, Trooper, Agent Coulson does do quite a bit of damage too, so I'm gonna focus him. I'm gonna just use Loki's special there, cast the defense down. Let's take him out, and this is looking pretty good. So the key really for this node, you guys, is really getting a good team of 5 villains that have really good synergy, definitely that can take a punch, that can have heals. You know, that's definitely what helped me be able to take those initial hits at the beginning, you know, especially when I first started this node. You know, they just bursted everyone down right in the beginning, and as you saw, I had to use a revive right away too. So the nice thing about Mr. Sinister is we were able to utilize him by cloning Yo-Yo, so that was really helpful here. And as you guys can see, yeah, so just that one burst, it does a lot of damage right there. So actually, you know what, I've been aiming the wrong person. I should be taking out Black Widow, actually, just because she provides a lot of buffs. And you know, it's really not a big deal if the shield medics are actually left alive, just because all they can do is heal, and worst case scenario, they just bring on an opponent that we already slayed. But that's fine because we have all 5 guys. We have Minn-erva ready to revive if need be. So you know what, I'm just going to take out Black Widow and Yo-Yo, and then we can finish off both the medics. So this should be pretty straightforward, you guys. Looking good. Here we go. Okay, and then again, Scientist Supreme special, just to flip all those conditions. Unfortunately, Black Widow is stuff right now, so we're just going to focus Yo-Yo for now. I do see these negative conditions here. I'm going to utilize Hela's ultimate. Oh, and that just did so much damage. I love that. And that's very key, you guys. If you guys can utilize Hela for this, you know, I would assume you would have Hela by now then, because obviously if you're doing 7-9, you know, 7-6 is when you unlock Hela. So hopefully you guys get a chance to be able to boost her up for this. But there you guys have it. It looks like this is pretty much going to be a good game here. So not too bad, you guys. I definitely have seen videos people using a higher team, but it definitely looks like it's possible with a 210k roster team. You know, maybe even lower, to be honest, because You know, besides that initial burst in the beginning where they unleash a lot of damage, maybe it's just my synergy of characters as well, but I got lucky by definitely utilizing Yo-Yo as a clone from Mr. Sinister. And then, like I said, all my guys are generally around 40k, 40 to 50k. So that was able to get us the 3 stars, you guys. So, you know, definitely if you guys are looking for Ironheart, the unlock. Oh, sorry, I kept referencing Rescue. This is actually our Ironheart now. That's changed. Yeah, but that's how I went through it, you guys. Hopefully this helped you guys. And I can go over the roster just one more time. It was Hela, followed by Mr. Sinister here, Minn-erva, and then I also utilized not Florida here this time. I utilized Loki, and lastly Scientist Supreme. Those are the 5 that seem to work for me, and they total 210k total power. So I think if you guys have lower characters, you can probably get away with 200 to 210, you know, anywhere between then, because it seems like I was having a pretty decent time after you bursted down the high DPS, you guys. So, you know, as always, you guys, I always appreciate you checking out my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.